Persuading people to take the actions we want can be hard. Our teams and clients are bombarded with thousands of messages every single day. But there is a way for you to get above the noise. Stories. This is the Stories with Traction podcast, and I'm your host, Matt Zahn. Join my guests and me as we unpack the power of storytelling. We'll talk about topics like leadership, sales, and marketing, all through the lens of strategic storytelling. Enjoy this episode. There is something that even the best storytellers can get wrong. And it is they don't spend enough time focusing on the hook of the story. Now, when I say that verbiage hook, I'm not talking about the introduction that pulls the audience in, the attention grabber, although it is important to pull your audience in. The hook that I'm talking about is what hooks the message to the point as it relates to that specific audience you're talking about. Okay, so let's talk about how to use great hooks. So if you've ever been listening to a song and then 5 hours later, you're questioning why that stupid song is still stuck in your head, that is the power of a great hook in a song. The hook in the song is a chorus. If the chorus has a really good jingle, it has the chance of getting in your head and staying in your head. That's the power of a great hook in a song. Often when it comes to us sharing stories, we don't focus enough of our time on the great hook as it relates to our story. So in our case, the hook of a story is the change. Okay, the hook is the change in the story. So let's talk about this and dive a little bit deeper, and then I will explain to you how you can implement this strategy when it comes to your storytelling. In my opinion, the greatest storytellers in the world today are Pixar screenwriters. I think Pixar screenwriters are phenomenal storytellers. One of the reasons is because Pixar masterfully utilized a specific framework for their movies. Now, the framework Pixar has used year after year is a framework known as the hero's journey. So for those of you who are not familiar with the hero's journey, I will give you a very quick, brief Cliff Notes version, if you will, of what the hero's journey is. The hero's journey was developed by an American professor by the name of Joseph Campbell. And what Joseph Campbell did was he did a ton of research as it pertained to stories. Okay, so what this person did was a ton of research regarding the most quotable movies, as well as what are the most recognizable novels that we've had in the last however many hundreds of years. He developed this process, if you will, these stages, this journey known as the hero's journey. The hero's journey has a bunch of stages. Okay, there's over 12 stages as it pertains to the hero's journey. When you are sharing, let's say you are a leader and you're sharing at a staff meeting, you don't have time to dive into 12 of these stages of the hero's journey. Or let's say that you are a sales rep and you're on the phone with a prospect or even a client that you're trying to upsell that client. You don't have time to go into all 12 stages. Clearly, you can do it in a major motion picture. You're not able to do it in very quick story. However, there's one element of the hero's journey that you must utilize. In fact, it is the entire basis upon which the hero's journey stands. Ordinary world, new reality. Ordinary world, new reality. What is the ordinary world your team's in? What is the new reality that they will be in when they buy into the idea that you're sharing with them? What's the ordinary world your prospects in? What's the new reality they'll be in when they become a client of yours? What's the ordinary world that job candidate's in? What's the new reality they will be in when they become part of your team? Ordinary world, new reality. That is spurred on by the person you are heaping praise on in the story. Okay, so this is so important. When it comes to our stories, we cannot be the person that we're heaping praise on. It must be someone else or something else, but it cannot be us. So someone else, this could be a mentor. This could be a customer. Customers make incredible individuals to heap praise on. This could be a team member. It could also be something else. It could be a process, a strategy, a concept, but it cannot be us that we're heaping praise on. Okay. This is a way to create a powerful hook in your story. The hook, again, ordinary world, new reality, spurred on by the person we're heaping praise on. So many storytellers get this wrong. They could tell a great story, but if there's no point to the story, it doesn't matter. This provides a very powerful point. So I challenge you, the next time you're going into a meeting and you want to share a story that connects better with the audience, that's more relatable, that has that point, you need to ask yourself, what is the ordinary world? What's the new reality? And who is the person or thing that I'm heaping praise on to connect with that audience? If you do that, your messages, your stories will be so much more powerful. Thank you for listening to the Stories with Traction podcast. Please leave a review, since positive reviews will make it easier for others to find this conversation. Next episode will launch on Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Until then, remember, if you want to persuade with power and inspire those around you to action, you must share more stories.